Earlier, I
probably
asked
not
Senator
gonna be
Obama,
there.
after such a long campaign, looking back on it, what did you learn about yourself?
Well, you know what I learned about that I think was positive was that I don't get too high when things are going well, and I don't get too low when things are going tough. And I think that that has helped me and the organization stay steady. You know, we just try to run our game plan and don't get distracted too much. And I think that it served us well. And hopefully, if I should have the honor of serving as president, that'll serve us well at a time when things are pretty tough. We've got a big economic problem out here. We've got 2 wars that are taking place, and hopefully the same kind of organization, the same kinds of steadiness I can bring to bear to the White House.
Senator, let's bring in our arena for a moment. If you could change one thing in sports, what would that be?
I think it is about time that we had playoffs in college football. I'm fed up with these computer rankings and this and that and the other. Get 8 teams, top 8 teams right at the end. You got a playoff, decide on a national champion.
You could probably make that happen. What is the best piece of advice you received from the sports world that could be any time in your life?
You know, I think the best advice I got was when I was playing basketball in high school, and I was really somebody who had learned the game on the playgrounds. I was playing for a coach who, was cut from the Bobby Knight cloth, and I kind of rebelled against him a little bit. And at some point, he said to me, "Look, this is not about you; it's about the team." And it took me a while, I think, to really understand that, but that's how I've approached the work that I've done in politics ever since, is to say to myself, this is not about me, it's about people who are losing their homes or losing their jobs or trying to figure out how to retire with dignity or respect, that if you stay focused outside yourself, you get your ego out of the way, then you end up, I think, being able to do a better job.
Look, I know you're a big football fan. Your Chicago Bears are in first place. Maybe that's the omen you need for tomorrow. So good luck on Election Day. And Senator, thank you for spending time with us on Monday Night Football.
Listen, I'm very grateful, and thanks all. I hope everybody goes out, whether you're voting for Senator McCain or myself. This is a big election. Make sure your voice is heard.
Coming up next, our interview with Senator John McCain. Welcome back, everybody. The Steelers lead the Redskins 10-6 at the half. Now, our conversation with Senator John McCain. I also asked him the question, if you could change one thing in sports, what would it be?
I'd take significant action to prevent the spread and use of performance-enhancing substances. I think it's a game that we're going to be in for a long time. What I mean by that, there's somebody in a laboratory right now trying to develop some kind of substance that can't be detected, and we got to stay ahead of it. It's not good for the athletes, it's not good for the sports, it's very bad for those who don't do it, and I think it can attack the very integrity of all sports going all the way down to high school.
Senator, what's the best piece of advice that you received from the sports world? It could be at any time.
Chris, I had to go all the way back to high school. I had a football coach who was a football star himself. He was in Patton's Tank Corps. He was my English teacher. He taught me lessons about life, and took a very, very immature young man who was kind of a rebel without a cause, and at least gave me a glimpse of life and literature. And the guy was my inspiration then, and he's my inspiration to this day. I think the most important lesson he told me was you've always got to do the honorable thing, and even when nobody's looking, because maybe nobody will know, but you'll know.
When Americans go to the polls tomorrow, Senator, and they read your name, Senator John McCain,
yeah.
What's the one personal quality you want them to think about?
I want them to think he could go all the way to the White House. And And even though some pundits have written me off, that's why they play the game. So I want them to know, Chris, that I've always put my country first. They may disagree with me from time to time on a specific issue, but I've always had the great honor to put my country first, and what an incredible experience it is for a guy like me who played JV football and boxed and wrestled, all of it not very good, to now be one step away from the presidency of the United States. It's an incredible ride. I'm humbled and honored. And please, people know I'll always put my country first.
I think we've known that for a long time, Senator. If your Arizona Cardinals, who are in first place by a mile at this point, maybe that's your omen for the Super Bowl and for tomorrow. So good luck on Election Day, and thanks so much for spending time with us, Senator McCain.
As far as the Cardinals are concerned, hope springs eternal in the human breast. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Well, you've heard from both candidates. Now it's up to you to vote tomorrow. In fact, it's your duty and your privilege. Tune in to ABC tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, for complete coverage of Election Night with Charlie Gibson and our elite ABC News team.
Go vote.